The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we get the Dow Industrials up 105, Nasdaq's up 14, S&Ps are up 12. We have gold down $8. You get the bond market slightly down. King Dollar's up 361 ticks. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner on the top or the side. You can hit the banner. Bring up the platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can walk along with us as we look at these different contracts so you can start to understand how these contracts trade. Darrell Martin, what's going on?
Hey, man, we're getting plenty of volatility all week long.
It's about as intense as it gets, period. There's no doubt. Whether it's intraday, folks, it's pretty amazing when you see the S&Ps move 9 to 10 points like in about 30 seconds. Like come out of nowhere too. And that's where, defined risk trading helps tremendously, folks. Because when you're talking about an S&P move of 10 points, whether you're a bull or you're a bear, what do you do? Where do you put a stop? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's pretty amazing. And you were talking about that the on the platform itself that you can trade the Nikkei at night.
Yes.
This Nikkei, folks, if you want to see something that is just like an absolute mind blower, I don't know how they. I mean, I guess if you were on the short side of it and you were in Japan, you would have been all right. But the Nikkei in 6 days just went from 17,900 to 14,900. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's big numbers. Big numbers, man. No doubt about it. Hey, let me ask you. What I'd like to do, we know that the market's been highly volatile. We got a call, Tommy and I got a call last week, and it was pretty cool. And you had brought it up before. It's a tiger out there that trades futures, and he was using the Nadex platform, hedging himself.
Okay.
So what would be pretty cool is setting up the amount of contracts that you need inside whether it's the NQs or the S&Ps per contract. Do you know what I'm saying? Inside the futures.
Right.
If we set up a couple of those that say, okay, if you have one future contract, how many NASDAQ do you need? Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I got all those. They're built right into the scanner.
And you can test drive that scanner, folks, by coming over to our website at TFNN, and it's a great tool. It's not going to tell you whether to go long or short. What it is going to do is, just as I said, with the aspect of how many contracts you need in order to build an E-mini or an NQ, which is a huge deal because in this volatility, you do want to make sure that you're not doing anything else during the daytime, but if you're doing both of them. But it's a great way intraday that you can alleviate some of your risk in the marketplace.
Well, they even work really good for, like week-long positions.
Yes.
Because, they trade till 4:15.
Okay.
So, not saying that you'd always do that, but it's cheaper than buying a end-of-week put on Monday for Friday.
That's what. Yes, exactly.
You could literally buy one every day for 5 days, and it's cheaper than buying a 5-day one because you have the end of. Basically, you're at the peak of the theta curve in the very last 24 hours.
Right.
So they're basically as cheap as they get.
Right.
So now when I'm trading intraday, I usually choose like a 2-hour one, because I don't expect it to take that long to move where I want it to go.
Sure.
But if you're going to do it, you can get more complex and do it on the non-dollar based, quoting instruments. But on the dollar ones, it's really simple. On the small cap.
Okay.
You're going to do 10 contracts.
Yeah.
And basically, they tick in 0.1 just like the futures do.
Okay.
So if I load this up right here, see Nadex ticks in 0.1, TF ticks in 0.1.
Right.
Nadex is $1. TF is $10 a tick. Therefore,
Nice.
it takes 10 Nadex to equal 1 Russell.
Right. Sweet.
So really simple.
That is simple, man. And if you're driving in your car, folks, we're looking at his scanner right now, and he's clicking a few buttons, and it's basically giving us the parameters inside of how you would do this.
And then on the equivalency there for the S&P 500,
Yes.
Nadex ticks in 0.1.
Okay.
Okay, so this one almost feels a little tricky.
Yep.
So one way to think of that, the easiest way is like it ticks in dimes.
Okay.
Okay, it moves like 10 dimes and $1.
Yep.
Okay, and it's $1 a dime. Okay, so
Right.
for $1, it's $10 of
Yes.
movement. The S&P ticks in quarters,
Right.
right? So it's 4 quarters and $1.
Yep.
Because I know people that aren't used to futures, this can be confusing. So if it's $12.50 a quarter times 4, that's $50 a point.
Right.
Okay, so 4 quarters and $1. So 4 12.50s is 50. So if 1 point of movement in the S&P is $50, then 1 point in Nadex is going to be $10. So you need 5 Nadex contracts to equal 1 S&P future on a point for point basis in movement.
That's so cool, man, because I can see how the insurance policy is very inexpensive intraday with this. Particularly, folks, what happens is that depending on which side of the market you're on, we've had these 25% move, 25-point moves like a heartbeat. You stay right there, folks. Darrell, Tommy, myself, we're coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow is up 114, Nasdaq's up 17, S&Ps are up 13. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 123. Nasdaq's up 13. S&Ps are up 14. We're talking with Mr. Darrell Martin. We're talking about how you can hedge off whether the S&Ps, the Nasdaq, the Russell futures intraday using the Nadex platform.
Yes, and we're going to go through each one of the different contracts. And so on the NASDAQ, NASDAQ's a little bit different because they updated that for us. We can go in on the NASDAQ now, and they made it tick in 0.1.
Yep.
And it's $1 tick. Every spread is $1 tick,
right,
which makes life really easy when you're trading on Nadex. And it always ticks in a increment of 1. It may be 1 or 0.1 or 0.01, but it's always a 1.
Yes.
So $1 tick. So again, 10 dimes, so $10 a point. Okay?
Right.
Whereas the NASDAQ itself, the NQ futures tick in quarters, and there's 4 quarters in a dollar. Okay? Every tick is worth $5. So 4 times 5 is $20. Okay?
Yep.
So that makes it $20 a point on NASDAQ and $10 a point on Nadex. So it only takes 2 Nadex spreads to equal 1 NASDAQ future.
Well, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah.
And have defined risk.
Okay. Right.
It's actually the best one out of all of them now.
Yeah. No, I can see that. Right. That's pretty amazing, actually. Yeah.
And the Dow, it works pretty similar to the S&P right there. It's basically $1 a tick. It ticks in 1, like a whole number, right?
Yes.
Dow ticks in 1, a whole number. Dow's worth $5 a tick. So if you want to have the value of $5 a tick, when you have a $1 tick instrument, you get 5 of them. So 5 Nadex spreads equals 1 Dow future.
That's
write these down?
Yeah, no, it's perfect, man. I appreciate it, man, because this scanner, folks, when you can pull it up and do it that quick, it's pretty cool. And understanding. And
it tells you that right there. Equivalent instruments, 1 YM equals 5 Nadex Wall Street 30s. So.
Right. And you can definitely get sophisticated intraday too, because the way this market has moved both ways, you could actually catch 2 separate moves because of the way the Nadex product is. You're not going to get stopped out of it.
Right.
I mean, if you made what you've made, so picture if you've made what you think you're going to make in the future market, and then you take that trade off, then you get the Nadex trade on until it expires.
Sure.
And that's happened to me. I mean, it's not that it's often, but it's a nice bonus. Like it flies up, you take your profit, and then all of a sudden it starts turning around. You took your profit off on your Dow futures or whatever. And then all of a sudden it comes back down. Well, your spread is worthless at this point because it's so far out of the money, it's not even doing anything at this point.
Yes.
And it flies back down, and all of a sudden, you could just trail that as if you were trading the Dow, and it starts going down, and you can actually make money or at least get your hedge back, if not make money on top of that.
Right.
So, and that does happen sometimes, and it puts a smile on your face when it happens.
Oh, so. Listen, yesterday, if you look at whether it's the S&Ps or the NDX, the NDX moved 100 points yesterday from low to high.
Yeah, when you get, especially when you get these swinging markets, which we've had a lot of that lately.
Right.
So this is a very cool strategy to put into place.
Right.
And I mean, depending upon the expiration you have on, you may end up actually it may come back down. And you've already paid for that insurance once, right? He's already been profitable.
Yes.
It may come back down, and you think it's going to bounce off that low again. Maybe it's like a -1 deviation level or whatever. And so you think it's going to bounce back off of it again. You still have the spread on, and instead of having to put on, basically buy more insurance,
Yeah.
Because there's a cost of insurance. You got your, the amount you got to pay, your premium, all that stuff. So you could actually go in and buy more futures, and that's
pretty cool.
When I scalp, this is how I like to scalp. I'll go in and I'll buy spreads to hedge, and then if I think the market's in a very range-bound area, I'll go and I'll grab 10 to 30 ticks.
Yes.
And it's bouncing back and forth. And after I do like 1 or 2 of those, I've easily covered the cost of my hedge, and then I'm scalping without any concern at all.
Right.
Because I have the hedge on, it's paid for. I put profit. Now every scalp is basically profit. So without me having to worry about it, because if it goes against me at all, then I get that full hedge with the spread. So if you're a scalper, if you're intraday swing trader, trend trader, any one of those, this can actually be a really helpful strategy.
Oh, it's huge, man. It's huge.
So it's the very first one I actually taught. Because when I first found out about Nadex, I didn't even trade the binaries for 9 months. I just traded the spreads, and I mainly traded them with futures because I was a futures trader and I was an options trader.
Right.
And I'm like, this is options made for day traders that want to hedge their instruments. That's how I looked at it. And I talked about it in New York City. This was, I don't know, like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're all heading out to New York next week.
We are.
So, yeah.
Come visit us, folks. We're going to be at the Traders Expo, Marriott Marquis. It starts next Sunday night. We'll be there Monday and Tuesday. Sunday night, Monday and Tuesday, Times Square. Come visit us.
And then, we'll all be out there, so it'll be fun. And let's see, you can do it with the energy markets as well. So you got oil. You can go in. It's 10-1.
It's 10-1. Okay, let's look at this one because I love the Nadex. The NDX 100. The 2-1. That's pretty easy. So 10-1.
Yep, 10-1. Basically, what you're looking at is the way they both tick in 0.01.
Yeah.
Okay. And so every tick on Nadex being $10. Okay.
Yes.
And every tick on oil being $10 a tick.
Right. It's $1,000 a point. Exactly. Right.
Right. So basically, for every penny move, Nadex is moving $1.
Okay.
For every penny move, oil is moving $10.
Okay.
So you need 10 spreads to equal a $10 move on a penny move.
Right.
So 10 spreads to one oil future. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, no, it does. And, what happens, folks, with oil, like today, what is it? Oil has moved 4.5%, I think, today. It's the moves have been like crazy. Yeah, 4.9% right now, 4.86%. So what I haven't done, I've been
Sorry, what were you just looking at?
Oil.
Well, okay, yes.
I've been trading the oil contract in Nadex, but I haven't traded it in the futures with Nadex. I'm going to take a look at that because I don't want to trade in the futures because it's been moving so fast. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if you hedge it, if it's hedged out, I want to see what that number would come to because it has moved around enough, meaning given it up enough, it's moved 50 cents, which is huge both ways.
Sure.
And one thing, and again, you don't have to choose like the end of day spreads. So, because they give you a bigger hedge, but you also pay a lot more premium.
Right.
So, when you're trading during the day, you can use one that is going to expire in an hour or 2 hours. It depends on how much.
That's right. That's right. Because what happens with oil, folks, 230 is your cut off there. You stay right there, folks. Tommy, Darrell, myself are coming back. Dow Industrials are up 158. Nasdaq's up 26. S&Ps are up 18. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 161. You get the Nasdaq up 25. S&Ps are up 18. And don't forget, folks, no matter where you're listening in your car right now, that you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. TFNN.com. Just hit Tiger TV. We have live programming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. Let's go to Max in Houston. Hey, Max, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, Darrell. I'm really happy to be talking to you all. I'm kind of hooked on Nadex, and I'm new to it. So I'm trying to learn more because I think I'm not being super successful. I mean, I lost a little bit of money, nothing. I mean, but, to me, it's the cost of learning.
Have you done the paper trading yet? I know you've done real trading, but did you start with paper trading?
No, I have not.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to figure out where can I go to learn more, because I've gone through all the Nadex, all the training they have, and I don't want to go to YouTube because you don't know what you're picking up there. But I want to learn to scalp, like what you guys were talking. I mean, like what Darrell was talking about this earlier. I mean, it's fantastic. I never knew any of that.
Well, give me a history before this. Have you day traded before?
No.
Okay.
I've done a lot of options, and I've done stocks, and I trade, my mutual funds and my 401k. But I like the Nadex because it's fast, it's quick, and I can. There's some times.
Oh, yeah, we all like the action, but you can't step in the middle of that type of action, until you really get yourself a plan.
Okay.
Two suggestions I would have for you are, one is first get a paper account. It's a lot cheaper and a lot kinder to you on making mistakes and learning. Okay. And if you on TFNN.com, if you click on the Nadex platform there, you go over, and then under trading, there's a demo trading platform link.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
you can sign up right there, and you get a paper money account. So that way you can hop in, and because just because you're successful demo trading doesn't mean you're going to be successful live, but I can pretty much guarantee if you're not successful demo trading, you're not going to be successful live. Okay?
Okay.
So you want to make sure you can get it down on demo first and paper first. Okay?
Okay.
And if nothing else, just for the execution of hitting the buttons and understanding how settlement works and things like that.
What's the
Then,
name of the site? Binary options, right?
Yeah, just Nadex.com, and then click on demo trading platform. Also under education, they do webinars. I do webinars every Monday. So where I go over, I teach stuff. And then Nadex also has a thing where me and Tommy put up articles and every week. So, and what is that?
Binaryoptions.nadex.
Yeah, binaryoptions.nadex. And so we're putting up, I put up about 4 articles a week on that site. And I think Tom does the same.
Yep.
So no, I'm right there. Yeah, there's Tommy O'Brien right there. So I got binary trading order types, and he has one, protecting yourself against the cartel with binary options. So, nice title.
Well, let me ask you, what about the mechanics of trading the binaries? You know, like timing, you know, what you look at, 1 minute, 10 minute, 30-minute chart, things of the sort. I mean, like the actual trading. Is that, those articles would guide me, in that way? Because I really want to get good at it. I mean, I like the premise, and I think I can do very well at it.
What I'd suggest is this: first off, all trading is really hard, and you have to understand that. Okay?
Yeah. No, I understand.
You got to combine some kind of methodology if you're going to do an intraday deal, and there's a lot of different ones. I do price and volume. Some people do averages. Some people do combinations. So first what you need is that you need some type of methodology that you're going to be comfortable with. Then I would suggest that you're going into the spreads and you're looking at, you have to understand how they move. And that's why I was suggesting that you do the paper, because it's the premium aspect inside of how these move, so that you really understand what you're paying for them and what type of move that you're looking for. And that's where the timing is absolutely crucial. Well, actually, it's the timing of how much the premium is versus where you think the instrument will move in the next couple hours.
Okay. I understand. I understand.
I'll tell you up front, and I've said this all along, that binaries are easy to understand, but hard to trade. Okay?
Yeah.
Whereas spreads are a little harder to understand, but they're a lot easier to trade.
Okay.
So if you're just getting started in this, I mean, just my own experience, like I said earlier, I didn't touch the binaries for the first 9 months. I stuck on spreads because they move like the chart I'm looking at.
Okay,
so,
I understand.
That's really, I suggest a lot of new traders start. I mean, the binaries are exciting, and they're the buzz, and they're more fun. But as far as getting success out of the gate on a consistent basis, it's easier on spreads. It's it's only $1 a tick. It's not all or nothing on a tenth of a tick settlement. That type of thing. So really, check it out. Learning the spreads as well would probably help you out quite a bit.
Okay, but really, I really appreciate it. And Tom, I'm using price and volume. I have your book, and I've been listening to you since you had the pictures of you and Angie on the website. So it's been a long time.
It has been a long time. That's a fact.
It's been a long time.
That's a beautiful thing.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Okay,
I really
man.
appreciate your help.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. The aspect of how and what you're going to trade intraday with these is intense, because when you first look at them, I remember the first time I looked at them, Darrell, in the paper account, I love the binaries. Yes, no. Oh boy. Okay, you make lose 10,000. It's paper money like nothing. And then all of a sudden, of course, the accounts blow up in about 2 seconds. And then when you do start understanding the spreads, I love the spreads. The spreads. If you're a futures trader or an option trader, the spreads, are
a forex trader.
Yeah. They work very well. And you're not risking as much. That's.
Explain that. I don't agree with that. Not risking as much. It's a completely different trade. There's premium. I mean, you could be.
You don't risk as much on a per tick basis. So you can go in and you can. You'd have to have, like, most people when they're trading binary options are going in and they're risking like 80 to make 20. Whereas like they're gonna have to move against you like 80 ticks to lose $80 on a spread.
See, I look at it the other way too. That when people jump in, they love the idea that you buy a binary for $8 and you make $100. That's why I say you're not risking as much. A lot of people do that type of strategy.
But then they lose like.
Oh, right. I agree. You're not risking much, but you're going to lose what you're risking, like
all the time.
Right. Right. So that's why they're attractive, though. You know, and that's.
It's the penny slot type mentality.
Right. Because you are paying a huge premium for that.
Yeah, you actually I will often put up the same or more money on a spread than a binary. But now I do use stops on those when I'm using like the wider ones. You know, I'll go, okay, if it hits this point right here, you know, like let's say if I had a short setup right now.
Yeah, because if you buy a lot of them, they can get expensive. I know. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not worried about 1/10 of a tick. I'm like, okay, I'm risking $20 because I'm gonna hop out. So
you stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow right now is up 166. Nasdaq's up 24. S&Ps are up 18. We're gonna be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 171. You get the Nasdaq up 26. S&Ps are up 18. And this will get interesting in Tiger's Den. One of the Tigers just come across, and at 10:40, the CME. Did they rise them yesterday? Let's see. It looks like they just brought up the margins for the gold contract, which would make sense. So there's a correlation inside that too, folks. It's not like they just come out with a conspiracy to raise them. You know, when Gold goes up. Let me just see this for a second. So I have them. They're still saying they're 4,100, but they're probably more than that right now. Let's see. So, because 4,100 would be nothing because it's $100 a point, and if you look at the gold contract yesterday, that one contract the wrong way is a wipeout, because we went from 1196. Yeah, it's 6,300. That was a $6,700 move per contract, and that's another reason why it's great to trade the Nadex product, folks.
Yep. On oil, I mean, we just had over $1 move.
Yes.
Like in 10 minutes.
Just a second? Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so... And
got
that's
a perfect setup right there.
Look at this thing. CL... Actually... Oil...
1020 to 1030.
Yep, I'm going to put a chart up right now. Do you have a chart up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You gonna grab it?
Yeah, please. So, here, explain what we're looking at here.
We had oil right there at 1020, and it was sitting at...
Oh, what is that, a minute chart?
No, these are continuum bars. They have time and ticks, both. Sort of like a Renko with minutes built into it. And so 2780, and literally shot straight up.
Look at that move.
Perfect move. Basically a bar I made. If the market moves 8 ticks up or 10 ticks down, it'll make a new bar, or 5 minutes pass, it'll make a new bar. So that way I don't get stuck inside of one big... You know, look, if the market flies in 1 minute, I can actually see the movement. Instead of just seeing the big bar. So, yeah. But, yeah, we got to make it as a sweet move.
And that move, what's going to be intriguing coming into this...
That's $1,000, you know, yeah.
Exactly.
It's a $1,000 move.
This 3-day weekend, folks, is that the bottom of this contract here, it looks like you're going to have a rejection of the lows, so is a false break downtown, because if it closes over 27.56, which it's way over that right now,
yeah,
that's going to be a rejection on a weekly also.
And 2761 is the 1 deviation level.
Is it? Okay.
So with that much strength above it, it's probably going to close above it.
We take a look at...
There's a lot of volume up there.
You know, it's going to be interesting, too. Now, I've never traded copper, but I was looking at it this morning on the Nadex platform. And it's pretty cool. There's only a penny spread when I brought that contract up. So what happens, folks, is not that copper moves around a lot, because it really doesn't, but we've been laying at this bottom out here, and it looks to me like we've rejected that low out there today, HGH6. Yeah, it's going to be a close call.
Now, copper is one of those tricky ones.
Yeah, I saw there's not a lot of contracts, but what I like about...
Well, it's a penny, but remember, that's really... It's not a big deal, but it's really 2 ticks, because it ticks in 0.0005.
Okay.
The underlying market.
Yep.
So, and it's $1 a tick on Nadex, okay?
Yeah.
It's $12.50 a tick on copper. So to get a 0.001 move, you need $25, because that'd be 2 ticks on copper.
Okay.
So you need 25 Nadex spreads to equal 1.
I see.
Copper future.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't make it a bad thing. Actually, it's probably a lot safer way to trade copper. So I traded copper. I used to trade it over on Indian Exchange and here. And I'm telling you, man, that thing copper can, like, it looks all calm, and that thing can just fly.
Yeah, it's almost like like the small caps, like the Russell. That's what happens with the Russell quite a bit, folks. It would lay there, do nothing, and all of a sudden it goes boom, boom. Yeah, one way or the other. And it's almost like, what's interesting about the Russell, it seems that coming into the close, that's when those fund managers come in and have to buy it, for their fund, and it's like, man, it just moves like.
But copper does the same thing. So if you want to trade copper without getting the, crap scared out of you,
right?
Nadex is a lot better way to trade it. Now, I mean, if you want to get equivalency, you got to buy quite a few contracts.
Yes.
But I mean, they're not super expensive, and it's if you actually do 25, you only pay $9 in commission on it because it caps at 10 contracts.
Right.
But that's just one thing I like to point out to people to be aware of on that, because they look at it and they're like, oh wow, that's and I'm like, and it's still like the 2 ticks wide. It's not bad at all on a bid offer.
So,
but right now they're a little bit wider than that. Right now they're like 9.
So coming into, we got a 3-day weekend. Coming into the weekend, so Monday night, is that when most of these contracts can only do a program on Monday and Friday? So Monday night, that's when a lot of the American contracts will open back up, right?
Right. Normally they'll open on Monday at 3 a.m.
Yes.
So they'll have all the FX will open at 6 p.m. on Sunday.
Yep.
And then just about everything will open at 3 a.m. So, like Nikkei and China 50, they open a little earlier.
Yes.
And then DAX and FTSE open a little bit later. But everything else, your normal contracts everybody's used to trading, open at 3 o'clock. This Monday being a holiday, everything will open at 6.
Okay.
So on Monday night.
Right. And let's go over the Nikkei again. This Nikkei, oh no, look at this. This monster volume. Let me look at this for a second. Here, 19,000, 3,000. So it looks like, well, we've already done an ABC down, but it almost looks like it's going to do more than a 1-to-1 ABC down.
And are you looking at the Nikkei on the yen? Make sure you look at it yen based.
Is that the 400 then? Okay, 1 second, hold on.
Because there's a Nikkei US dollar and Nikkei yen. And there's a Nikkei CME and a Nikkei SGX. The CME one's getting a little better. It's getting a little bit more matching the Singapore exchange.
Okay.
Nadex follows the Singapore exchange.
Okay, I'm going to have to pull... I'll pull both of those up that night, because they're not on there right now. They'll be on there at night. Okay, cool.
But as NK is the official symbol for the Singapore exchange.
Okay.
I don't know what it is on Bloomberg Terminal, but... So you can sort of get by a little bit with it by looking at CMEs, but it's not the exact same. Sort of like looking at the SPX versus looking at ES.
I'm with you. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back, and of course, don't forget we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. And what day is it?
Swim lessons at noon.
Awesome. Swim lessons at noon. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Dow right now is up 174. Nasdaq's up 24. S&Ps are up 18. We're going to be right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-Shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016, and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks, and don't forget you can come right over to our website at TFNN. You hit the Nadex banner. Over the weekend, you can be looking at these contracts. Next week you can start paper trading them. The market out here, it's going to be interesting going into the close out here today, folks. It looks like the market is got a bounce going, and coming into a 3-day weekend. That's a pretty good thing, because come 2, 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon, it's like, okay, do people want to go home long after
For sure.
this type of volatility? And if they do, and I think that, that the oil catching a bid, catching some buy-in, will put a little more confidence in a few people going home long, I think.
Oil's a big player in the market. That could be for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And it's still going. So.
Yeah. And
yeah, I mean, it's 120 pips now.
And there's enough bearishness in that market too, because it's amazing, even the perception that when you look and say, okay, we were used to $60 oil, then we got used to like $100 oil, and then it's like now we're used to $30 oil. It's like, oh my God, that's pretty amazing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
One of the tigers in the den is asking, what are my thoughts about holding gold over the weekend? It really has to do with, is this a trade you have? What is it? Because I can tell you personally, I have coins. I'm not selling the coins. I mean, my take is that we're going higher. Equities, we sold some equities in the gold report. It was an amazing run. If you're trading the GLD, if it's a trade, I'd sell it. If you're looking for something, if you're looking to go to 1392 and you're holding it, and you're holding the GLD like some people hold the GLD instead of gold coins, then I'd hold it. Because the GLD, we pull up that GLD for a second. You just I take the 113. Let me see that. What I'm doing is I'm taking what it broke out of, which is 113 is the bottom. You take 100, that's already hit that. That's 126. We hit 122 yesterday. Let me pull this up. The GLD has games to 125 and maybe 133. That's how that's shaking out right now. And what you did have last night is that the GLD, and this is where this gets wild, folks. The GLD, I believe they had to buy 1.7 metric tons of gold last night. Because what happens is that gold went up. So this is the 10th.
Where do they find that much gold?
They buy it off a gold bank, which would be JP Morgan. And then JP Morgan buys it off all the
miners or something, or what?
Yeah, right.
Just you're going back to the 9th and the 8th now. Which is almost
thank you. Okay. So let's see, GLD. I saw it come across last night. They had a buy. It says here unchanged at 702 metric tons, but
just so that's the 10th though. That's Wednesday.
Oh, is it? Okay, thanks.
We're going all the way back. Today's the 12th.
Okay, so they had a buy out of the 1.99%, which I figured that out as. Oh, there it is, right there, 1.99%. Okay, so they went from 702 metric tons to 716.
Yeah. That's a big move.
That's a big number, man. And that's where, when it's on the right side, which we're on the right side of it now, it's really cool. You stay right there, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us. And Mr. Basil Chapman's going to come up next. Thanks so much, Darrell. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks, pal. Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.